Thank you so much for watching our Stocks to Watch series, your trusted source for investment opportunity information. I'm Ashley Berry, and today we're very excited to welcome Randy Weaver, Chief Financial Officer of NuZee Inc., the leading coffee co-packing partner for single-serve coffee formats, a company that is revolutionizing the way single-serve coffee is enjoyed right here in the United States. They're committed to sustainability with manufacturing facilities powered 100% with renewable energy. NuZee is listed on NASDAQ as NUZE. Randy, great to have you with us today.
It's wonderful to be here, Ashley. Thank you very much for having me.
Well, the pleasure is all ours. So I understand that NuZee began with a humanitarian mission. Perhaps you can share this touching story and describe how the company's position today compares to how it all began.
Of course. Well, NuZee originally started as a water company where Masa, our founder, was taking water and shipping it back to areas that had been hit by a typhoon. Noble cause. He decided that shipping water over water probably wasn't a long-term business venture, but it did help a few people in the short term. So he morphed from that into coffee, and he originally got into the coffee business because his father had a coffee shop in Japan. So coffee's been in his blood since he was a young boy. He's always been a coffee connoisseur and loved coffee. He saw a need in the market in the United States that hasn't been met yet. In Japan, one of the largest segments of the coffee business is the single-serve pour-over market. It's huge in Japan, but it doesn't exist here except in very small places. So NuZee and Masa decided to bring that into the United States market, and he's received a great deal of success so far and positive feedback, and people love the concept, much as somebody who's going to be traveling might be able to take our DripKit and get the kind of coffee they want whenever and wherever they want.
Yeah, pretty amazing that he was able to see that, in the beginning from his father and recognize that need, bringing it to the United States. Quite fascinating, ingenious, really. Your subsidiary DripKit recently announced a collaboration with BIGFACE to launch the pour-over coffee line, BIGFACE's Double Star, this month. Perhaps you can share how this particular partnership was initiated and what really motivated both companies to collaborate on this project and the contributions.
Well, Jimmy Butler's the founder of BIGFACE, as you know, and he's done a remarkable job in the coffee business in addition to his storied athletic career. So he's done a great job in multiple areas. I think he saw a need in the coffee market for coffee connoisseurs to be able to enjoy what they want when they want, and this is simply an extension of that. So when he saw when they saw the opportunity to serve a single-serve pour-over that's environmentally sustainable, friendly, ecologically conscious, all of the above, and gives you a wonderful cup of coffee on demand, I think it was too good to pass up. And obviously, we love being partnered with somebody like Jimmy, who's forward-thinking and who's creating new ways. We've had several really good partnerships that we've entered into lately. So we're really encouraged with this one and looking forward to bringing this to the market.
Yeah, I'm fascinated with all the innovations here and all the exciting news coming out of your company. Apart from your collaboration with BIGFACE, which other partners really does NuZee collaborate with, and how do they enhance NuZee's capabilities in this space?
Well, each of the relationships that we enter into, they really help us expand the market and educate the consumer a little bit. A lot of people don't know about the single-serve pour-over concept. They'll go in and get whatever kind of coffee is in the urn there. But when you have a single-serve pour-over, you get exactly what you want. And I think that's, once people find out that it's there and it's easy, it's appealing, and there's an environmentally friendly piece to it, they're all for it. So it helps us. We recently partnered with La Colombe, who's got retail locations, and they will bring the products into their stores. And we're finding more and more of that is the smaller coffee shops. They're able to bring these products in and give people a wide variety of coffees instead of just a single serve that they're brewing that particular day.
Yeah, and I like how you say you can sort of cater it to exactly what you want rather than going to the urn and grabbing that coffee that may have been sitting for hours on end. We all know what that tastes like.
Well, yeah, funny thing, I was just at a conference recently, and and they asked us to serve the coffee. One of our recent partnerships that I wanted to talk a little bit about is with Stone Brewing. Stone Brewing is one of the largest craft brewers in the United States and happens to be a neighbor of ours here in San Diego. We've done some coffees for them in the past, and they approached us about extending the product line, and we are developing a full line of products based on their craft beers, and we're putting those out into the market. And this past week at a conference, we supplied those products for the first time. The Arrogant Bastard Ale, I love saying those words, and the Buena Vista products that were poured at the conference in an urn. And that was the first opportunity I had to try them. They were outstanding. And everybody who tried those products talked to me about how good they were and how much they enjoyed that as compared to what you generally get at those conferences. And you and I both know what that's like.
As I was saying, I happen to be traveling this week and would love to have your coffee with me in the morning when I get up. So let's talk about, the financials, the current financials. I think that potential investors are really interested in kind of where you stand there.
Sure. Anybody can take a look at our financials and see that we've had some revenue growth over the last few years. Obviously, COVID impacted our business significantly, and we're recovering from that. We're going to be going back out on the market to raise a little bit of additional capital so we can expand the product lines and the relationships that we recently announced, both Stone and another large customer where we're taking over 100% of their business. So we'll be out in the market doing that. Historically, we've done a business that is essentially a contract manufacturer for other coffee roasters. This will be a step toward having our own brands and where we will control the process from beginning to end, obviously with Stone's support and BIGFACE's support. So we're getting the collaboration from our partners. They're blessing all of the formulas that we come up with, all of the flavors. And we will have an opportunity now, instead of just providing a piece of it, just taking ground coffee and putting it into a drip kit, we'll be providing bagged coffee. We'll be providing ready-to-drink beverages in the future, and along with the drip kit and the single-serve pour-overs and the coffee bag style that we also have in the market. So all of those are future revenue increases. So we're expecting to see really dramatic revenue increases because of the new markets that we're going into and because of the new relationships we have. And we're expecting, we announced one just a few weeks ago that would probably close to double our revenue in this coming year, simply the expansion with one customer. They have existing distribution and love what we've done. So they've asked us to take over a bigger piece of their business. And that they gave us a forecast and they've already started exceeding that forecast. So it's great news for us and great news for our shareholders.
Yeah, absolutely. Sounds like big potential, not only for those on the inside and you kind of stepping out and now creating your own, but also, as you mentioned, for your partners and that collaboration, as well as for shareholders. Any concluding message you'd like to convey to both existing and maybe prospective shareholders and what they should be excited about if they're not already excited after hearing all of this?
Well, I've been doing this for a long time, and I've seen a number of opportunities where companies have been able to grow extremely quickly. And I see this as one of those opportunities. We've hit the market at a particular time. We have a patented product out there with a drip kit. We have a unique entry into the market, which is going to be very difficult for other people to emulate. And then we've expanded the business to include some much larger companies who want us to build their entire business. So I think there are a number of reasons to be extremely excited to take a relatively small company, a micro cap, and really have it expand very, very quickly. And many of us have seen what's happened especially in the consumer products group when a trend starts to develop. And we're hoping that that's what happens with the single serve and with the new brands like BIGFACE and Stone that we have out there.
Well, best of luck to you for all these exciting updates and what's to come. Again, you're listed on NASDAQ as NUZE, NuZee Inc.'s CFO, Randy Weaver. Thank you so much for your time and for sharing these exciting updates. We, of course, look forward to sharing more with our audience here on Stocks to Watch.
Thank you, Ashley.